Good morning, everybody, or middle of the night, everybody. Yeah, 2:41 a.m. That's me. I don't know, middle of the night person. I went to sleep early enough, but I don't sleep long before I'm up, and then I'm up for a couple hours, and then I'll go back to sleep again. So, um, so my dolly is dry. I did notice a couple of things. I forgot to give her a nose, so her face is kind of flat. I could give her a nose now but I don't know it then she would have to dry again, and I'm not ready for her. I don't want to wait any longer. I get in a hurry. So tonight, this morning, I'm going to gesso her. I'm just going to gesso her first all over. And I don't know why. I just am because other people do. People gesso things, so I'm going to gesso something. I'm going to gesso it as well. And and then I'm going to paint. I think this gesso will dry pretty fast. So then I'll be able to paint her skin color. And that, I don't know. I've got my paint all there piled up next to me. And, well, it's on one of those carts. The Rascog carts. Yeah, I got one of them. Well, actually, I got two of them. And this one's full of paint. I had somebody give me paint once, like a long time ago. And the person that gave me the paint, well, the person that owned the paint went to heaven. And so then a family member gave me the paint. And so, but some of it was really, really, really old. And so it was, kind of dried up. So I take my dried up paint though, and there's really cool stuff you can do even with dried up paint. I wet it down. If it's water-based paint, I just put water in it, let it soak for a while. And then sometimes when I paint something with mixed media, when you're doing mixed media, I mean, anything goes. So when I get to dried up paints and I bring them back fluid again, sometimes they're not real smoothly fluid. And so they're like a kind of lumpy. And so then when you paint with them, it's got texture in it already. So it's kind of neat. It's kind of pretty groovy. It's groovy. That's what it is. So I'm just painting her all with gesso. So she's going to be all white. And then I think when I go to paint the color on her, then it'll be like smoother, or not smoother, but I mean, I don't have her smooth. She's lumpy. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I've got a kind of an idea of what I want her to look like when she's finished, but I don't know that she's actually going to look like what I have in mind, because this is my first art doll, but it's not going to be my last. I'm going to make more because I have like ideas. Since I started this one, I have more ideas. And so, in fact, I started on another one. See, I don't finish one thing before I start. This one here is going to be another art doll. This one was a cardboard box here. It was just a little box. I get these little powdered drink mixes that you can put in your water and make like a drink mix. It has no calories. And so I filled that up with newspaper, and I shoved a, a Chinese chopstick through there for the arms, and then I had some other different kind of chopsticks. I put them on the outside for the legs. And that's my second one going. Now this one I remembered to give him a nose. He doesn't have the paper towel kind of thing yet on. I don't know if I'll use paper towel on him or if I'm going to go on him with newsprint, like newspaper or book pages. I think newspaper is lighter weight than a book page though, actually. So I might use that. Since I did buy a couple of Sunday papers just so I could send my granddaughter coupons, and I got the newspapers. I was going to throw them away, but then I said, no, I'll probably be able to use them newspapers for something. I don't usually buy newspapers because I don't read the news. I don't watch the news because it depresses me, and I don't feel like being depressed. So depression is not something I like. So my granddaughter, the one that I send the coupons to because she's a coupon queen, she's going to be here 10 o'clock in the morning. Her flight comes in. Yibbidi-bidoo. Because on Saturday, I hope I'm not getting this too thick where it's not going to dry because I want to be able to paint her color tonight too. But anyway, on Saturday, my youngest son is getting married. He's getting married, and he's marrying the most awesome girl in the universe. I love her. I love her. She is so awesome. And they already have a little girl, Aria, which you've probably heard me talk about Aria. Now, because people don't play the game by the rules anymore. So, yeah, they have Aria already. She's almost 2 years old. And they've been together like 5 years. And they met in nursing school. And they're just perfect for each other. They're both like, what do you call them? Like my son, he's like really into like Star Trek, not Star Trek, Star Wars. And so like they got a bathroom all done up in Star Wars, and they buy toys like that. And they've got them, they nerds. That's what they say. They call all them toys their nerddom because they're nerd. Well, they don't buy as many anymore. They bought more of them before Aria, before Aria. Now they don't get to buy as many because they have Aria. And Aria needs things, and she's a girl. She needs shoes and bling and all that stuff. She's a smart little kid. So my granddaughter's coming in. She'll be here. They decided this wedding 4 weeks ago. And they have planned it, and it is going to be nice. It's going to be different. Not anything you've ever seen before in your life. And it's non-traditional. One thing that I am looking forward to seeing. Now, if I'm repeating myself, just ignore me. But one of the things they're doing is a hand fasting ceremony, which is old. It's old ritual that was used like in the 1600s, like by Vikings, pagan, Celtic, which their wedding is more Celtic than Viking or pagan. It's more of a Celtic kind of a thing. So they're doing this hand fasting where they put their hands are together and then like this somehow, and then the officiant wraps the rope, which they are going to kind of wrap their own ropes. The officiant will lay the ropes over their hands, you know, like this. And then, but they're going to actually tie the rope. And when it's completely done and you pull it, they'll each pull one side of it and there'll be a Celtic knot right there in the middle. And that is going to be awesome. So, so yeah, I am looking forward to this wedding. It's a blue jean campout wedding. You ever heard of such? And so, and so because they live out they're getting married at their house in their yard. And they got 5 acres of the most beautiful, beautiful. It's beautiful out there. It is just beautiful. And it's going to be an awesome wedding. I can't wait. And that's Saturday. Saturday at 5 o'clock. Oh no, she doesn't want to be yellow. Just a minute, you guys. I gotta shine this light on my paint so I can see what I want to get in the name of color. Okay, peach. Does she want to be peachy color? I don't know. Okay, here's some burnt sienna and some peach. I don't know, maybe those two, burnt sienna and peach. Well, let me see how this works. I don't know. So first we gotta see if it's good. And and we'll take a look-see. We will take a look-see. Now, okay, oops, my paper towels are falling. Yeah, so Bianca's mother and her family they've already got down here. They come from Virginia down here. My granddaughter, she's coming from Alabama. The northern part of Alabama, and we're in central Florida, so it's a pretty good. She flew because it would take about 12 hours to drive, so flying makes her be able to stay longer, which is good because she is coming. And she's got 2 beautiful, 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 beautiful children. But the children aren't coming, just she is coming. She's getting a little break. The hubster is going to be, her hubster is going to be taking care of, what can I mix this paint on? Oh, of all things, I could just get this. I wonder what I'm going to mix paint on, and then I think, oh, one of those things that you're supposed to mix paint on. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to we'll try this and see. Looks like it's good. It's like a peachy color. Yeah, it's like a peachy color. That might be just right there. I don't know, though. I might want just a little bit of this burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. Now, do I have a popsicle stick in here? No, I got one of these, though. This will work. Because I just want a little bit. Just a little bit will do. Yes, that's better. But I don't like to hear that metal scraping on there. That's giving me the heebie-jeebies. So if I was like really, really, really organized, I would have probably had everything sitting here that I need. But I do have a problem with being organized. Okay, now, so let me just kind of stir it up with my paintbrush. Now I'm learning. I am learning. You have to understand, hopefully. Well, you don't have to understand, but since this is my very first ever art doll, oh gosh, heck. Wait a minute, I'm having a little trouble here. I'm also going to learn how to be organized. Okay. I want to maybe give her a little shot of heat here. She's a little chilly, so I want to warm her up. She's a little chilly. But I've been coming up with some ideas of how I want to finish her off. Not like finish her off, you know, like the mafia or something. But I want her to be a thing of beauty. And I do believe she will be. I'll show you a couple of things. I got a couple things in Happy Meal just here recently. And oh, excuse me about that. I've had this frog in my throat, croaking away. I'm not croaking, but the frog is croaking. This wedding is so different that they have like a cake topper. Well, they're not having a cake. They're having brownies. They decided they want brownies. They don't want cake, they want brownies. Because they like to have brownies. Then they want everything different. They don't want anything traditional. So Bianca, the bride, her uncle made her like a 3-tiered tray, like a 3-tiered like cake tray kind of thing that these brownies will sit on. Her sisters made the brownies and they put them in like little baggies and they got little ties on them with little ropes and stuff, and they got them so pretty. I'm gonna take pictures. But on the 3-tiered thing is made out of 3 pieces of. Her uncle took to chainsaw and cut a tree, you know, slices of a tree to make 3 separate size plates, and then limbs are in the middle to hold them, to separate them, to limbs. And on the top of the top tray is going to have their cake topper, but the cake topper is 2 hearts and Thor's hammer, if you know what Thor's hammer is. And different. It's definitely going to be different. They wrote their own vows. Bianca let me read them the other day and they made me cry. I don't know why she would have me cry like that, but they are just so touching what they wrote. And wait a minute, I just wanted to show you something real quick here. Oh, wait a minute, hold just a minute. Just don't run off or anything. Don't run off. I've got this box here. Just a minute. I got this box. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow. This is it. Ooh, this is what I want to show you. This is my needle book. This here, Myra Wolf made this for me. Rolf. I don't know how you say her last name. It's like Rolf. It's a needle book, though. Since I've had this needle book, because I use needles a lot, I have never had to go look for my needles. It's getting kind of grungy because it sits here all the time. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. I want to show you this. This came from me from Katie. Katie Dipple. Wait a minute. Katie. She lives in Tennessee. Now I can't remember her last name. Doggone it. I'm trying to remember who sends me what. But this here is silk. It's called Tussar or Tussa silk. It is so pretty. It is so pretty, and the colors, you can't see them on the computer, how pretty these colors are on the camera. But this, she's going to be holding between her two hands like this, a piece of this. I don't know. Some of it is heavier. I might use a heavier one. Probably not. I'll probably use the lighter. There's a few different pieces here. But she's going to be holding that between her two hands. And on that, then I got these were sent to me by, these are clay moon, stars, and hearts. These were sent to me by, wait a minute, where's my memory? I hope I wrote it down. I've been trying to write. I always forget, and I'm so embarrassed that I forget who sent what. Was it Luana? No. Go by one of you. Silk ribbon, black ribbon, Oh my gosh, Jennifer. Maybe it was Jennifer. 3 buried cords and more constancy intelligence. Gosh. Teeny tiny napkins. Oh man. Wooden. I'm trying to read through this fast so I can remember who sent me what, because I have such a hard time remembering. Maybe I didn't. Doggone it. This is terrible that I don't have it wrote down. Pretty, no, black text, gold mesh, painted flows, butterfly box, music sheets, painted papers. Okay, I know. I'm hurrying. Oh, I can't find it. But someone sent these to me, and I'll remember. But these, she said she made them for a bridal shower, baby shower. That was, I Love You to the Moon and Back theme. And so she had these extras of there's hearts, and there's moons, and there's stars. And I thought there's a moon, and then stars, and hearts. Wait a minute, who sent me these? These ones I just got recently. You know what I've been doing, because my memory is so bad about remembering who sent me what? I've been going through my videos that I this was the same one that sent me that colorful thread. Oh well, I'm gonna find out, and then I'll let you know. But anyway, she sent me those, and those little hearts and things are they're going to hang on that rope that she carries between her two hands. They're going to hang from there. Plus, I'm going to have like maybe some little charms hanging from there as well, other than the little plaster things. And I think they're plaster. They might be like polymer clay, but I think she made them out of some kind of air dry clay. And I just learned about that air dry clay too. And I'm going to have to, I was going to say I have to get some, but I bet there's a recipe for air dry clay that I can just make some, or I don't have to go buy it, because I'm finding the more videos I watch, the more people share what they make on their own. And I'm learning a lot of things that artists make on their own, where they don't have to go and spend money. And so I want to learn. So if any of you have, if you know of a good recipe, or you have a good recipe, if you've got a video or you know of a video, if you would put a link below for me that I can air dry clay. That's what I want to make, and I'm sure there's a recipe out there for it. So I don't have to go buy it, because you can. You know what? I bet Stacy has one. I'll have to check on Stacy. Either Stacy or Secret, one or the other of those, I bet has got a recipe for air dry clay. If they don't, they'd find me one, because those two just amaze me. Just amaze me at what they come up with. Those two, Secret Soto and Stacey Evans at Pink Poodle Crafts. Those two. I know I'm always just bringing them up because they impress me so much with the knowledge that they have, and so many things they make on their own. I just ordered and I just received my what is this stuff called? Oh, calcium carbonate. I just ordered that and got some of that. Just gonna paint with the handle. Um, because I'll be able to make my own. So many things out of that. I'll be able to make my own. This stuff, this gesso I purchased because it had buy one get one free, and I haven't used that up yet. But but when I start getting to the bottom of that jar, I'm going to mix some more up. I could probably just use that same jar and put it in there. I'll just make a note on top that it's handmade. But I'm planning to hand make a lot of my stuff. I'm going to hand make a lot of my stuff from now on, rather than to spend big dollars. I'm telling you that it's amazing what profit that is made off of tailor-made craft supplies and art supplies when you can make your own. And I don't know, maybe if you're a professional artist, if you're like a professional and you sell your stuff for jillions of dollars, then maybe you buy the tailor-made stuff. I don't know. But some of my paper towel is still kind of soft. It didn't get all of the glue in there. So, but I have plans for her. She's going to have ribbons. I know she's going to have a shawl. I'm going to make her a shawl. I ordered some, see, I'm new to all this sari fabric and sari ribbon. And so I went to a Etsy shop, and I ordered some fabrics. And as I feel of the fabrics, they're all like different. So, which I thought, okay, sari fabric is just going to be like real silky stuff. But apparently it's not always real silky. I guess sari fabric can be a lot of different fabrics can be sari fabric. I don't know. I'm just learning. But and so, but then I've looked, and I kind of almost bought from the first place I saw, and because I was excited. I was very excited to be able to find that. Now there she's got skin color now, She's kind of a rosy color. She's kind of a nice rosy color. You know, I don't know. I wonder if I should put like, I don't, not much of her is going to show though. Most of, like her hands might show and her face might show. Well, yeah, I guess her face will show. I wouldn't cover up her face. She's got to be able to see. So, So, another thing I ordered. I got to remember now who sent this last package to me. Because I got this. It's called, oh no, I saved the paper so I wouldn't forget. Let's see, I saved the paper. Well, I saved it somewhere where I don't know. Oh, here it is. It's hemp, 100% crafters hemp 10-pound cord. Man, I love this stuff. This is amazing. I use this on some of my patches. On some of my patches that I'm putting on my on my covers. My covers for my, oh gosh, Elizabeth. The covers that I'm putting on my journal covers. The patches that I'm putting on my journal covers. This is, let me see if I can, my hands are dry. This is some of the fabric pieces that, and this is really cool. This is like, you look at it one way, it looks green. You look at it another way, it looks blue. And then this here is kind of a silky thing, but not as silky. Not as silky quite as this. And then there's like, it was a whole pack here. Sorry, ma'am. This one's like purple, and that's the same. You look at this one way, and it looks, now it's just only looking purple. Earlier, it looked different. And then some of the fabric that was in the package already has, oh gosh, what do they call this? It's like it's quilted, but it's quilted with there's a name they call that, and now I can't remember that either. But see, there's 2 layers of fabric, but then it is stitched together all by hand. It's stitched together all by hand, and oh, I got a piece of paint on that. I got to put this over here. But it all come from, it says it's all sari scraps. So, but this one is, all that stitching is already in it. And so, I think that's pretty awesome. And I can't remember the name of that. I got to write little notes up and write my little words down. But, because I had to ask my friend today what that was called, and she told me. And now I can't remember. She's too orangey looking. She's too orangey looking. I don't know what. Now I need help. You know what I should have done? Where did I put my hot glue gun? Oh, it fell on the floor. Oh, this is not a hot glue gun. Oh, good God, I need help. My hair, this thing. Yeah, doohickey, heat gun. But, yeah, the word I'm looking at, it's an old Japanese form of, like, an old Japanese and Chinese kind of, I think Japanese started it first, but it was an old kind of, like, almost like a, it's almost like quilting, you know. When I first seen it, I just called it quilting. But then I heard that it was something different than quilting. And it begins with a S. That's all I can tell you. That's all the information I got for you today. So, but see, now, I don't know if I'm actually going to have clothes that I make and put on her, or if I'm going to actually like decoupage clothes on her. I know though how I'm going to make her hair. Oh my gosh. I know how I'm going to make her hair. Her hair is going to be made out of thread. It's just going to be made out of thread. I have some thread that is so old that the plastic spools are deteriorating. So you know, and I don't know, maybe even the thread is brittle. I don't know. But I just want to show you something. Wait a minute. I want to give her a little dry right here too. I don't know. Would you add more paint to her? Because I'm thinking I want to put some brown. I don't know why brown. If I put, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Hang on a second. I gotta go get something. I'm gonna show you something. Okay, watch out, Sammy. Why do you stand right in my way like I'm gonna step on you one day and you're gonna be squashed like a spider? Okay. I hope that didn't show on yours. I'm looking. Oh, Sammy. I guess I should have opened the door. Darn it. Sorry, Sammy peed in the floor. Had to clean it up. Um, she only pees an ounce though, so that's good. I just want you to see this is amazing. For one thing, I have thread. I have a lot of thread. Now, this, I'm going to have thread for her hair. So, I have like so much thread that I I can afford to waste it because there's not enough thread that I can use up in my lifetime. So, and that was given to me too. This girl that gave it to me, she bought things to resell. And so she bought this whole gang of stuff from the auction. And she got this whole gang of thread. And I mean hundreds of spools of thread. Mostly it was this great big spools like this. But there is so much thread. But I just I'm pulling this thread. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm pulling it off of the spool because This is going to be, this may be her hair, but it may not. Because what isn't going to be hair, I'm making fabric out of. I'm making fabric with my Solvay, and I'm making it out of, and these are going to be some of my covers for my journals, and it's going to be just thread that I make I'm going to make fabric out of the thread. And yeah, it's going to be amazing too. And I'm going to use up a lot of my thread by doing that. I might do, well, no, I probably won't do one tomorrow because we got wedding stuff to do tomorrow. I'll have to wait till after the wedding, so probably won't get to do anything like that till Monday. I just about got all the thread off of this spool. And here we go. Yeah, see that? And that's all the thread. Now, here's the thread that was on the spool. That's the thread. Doesn't that look like hair? And so, this is all the thread that was on that spool. And look how that looks. It looks like hair or a mop. But somehow, I don't know if this one will, I might give her a blend of colors. Wait a minute. Oops. Let me move my camera now again. See, this is just a sort of. Of course, it needs work. That was just a. But I might give her, because she's Bohemian, I might add like some of this color in with it, or maybe some of this teal in with it, and give her some beautiful hair, or maybe some of both. But this is all the thread that was on that spool. And look at this. And this here, stuff like this, is what's going to make my journal covers too. Not all of them. My journal covers are all different. They are all different. I have 2 of my journals that are ready to go. I sent off all the winter's journals, and I have 2 now that are ready to go into my Etsy store, and that's these 2. Mademoiselle, here. These 2 are ready to go into the Etsy store. And so I've got to get them listed. I don't know why I'm scared to list them. I don't know, because I've not listed anything yet. And so this one has a magic wand down the back. So they're beautiful. I think they're beautiful. So, and I got other ones like started covers. Look at this one. I got covers started for journals. This one has got a lot of threads in it here. I did this one with the Solvay. There's a lot of threads in this one. But there's a lot of fabrics in here as well. But the one I'm going to make is going to be all thread. I'm curious to see how that one works. Well, it might be thread and little tiny weensy pieces of fabric. See, because I save all my threads too. These are all my like extra cut threads, and little bitty pieces of fabric are in there. Different things in there that you would just throw away. I throw them in this bag because just because I do. But anyhow, what do you think? I don't know. I wish you could answer me, because I think I need her a little. I think she's too orange. She's too orange. Okay. She is too orange. So now, because see, this says it's bright peach. That's what it is. I didn't need the bright part. So I'm going to, That's pretty thick. Okay, just a little, just a little, just a little. Oh, look, it's got that slime in there. Isn't that funny how some paint gets that slime in it? So I'm going to, let's see, move that hair back over there. It was thread, now it's hair. Okay, now, I just think that she's just, now this might completely dork her up. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't mix this completely, so it's a little bit, so we've got like, it's like a blend. But I'm thinking I'm going to like this color already better. I think so. I think so. I think she likes it better too. Yeah, that other stuff was a little bit too orangey. Your little armpits there, girlfriend. Lift your arm. Let me paint your armpits. This is sort of like a spray tan, right? Except I'm not spraying it. But I kind of like this. So this will be part 2 of, oh, I got to look and see what I started the first one. What it's called, and then I'll just make it part 2. Yeah, I like this better. This is better. This is better. See, if I do a color like this, then she's no nationality. She just kind of could be anything. She's Bohemian. That's what her nationality is. She's Bohemian. She's the boho girl. Yeah. I like her. I do like her a lot. She's pretty. Now, what goes on her head? Now, what should I put on her head? I don't know what should go on her head. I'm thinking a crown because she'll be a princess, but I'm going to have to, you know what? I am going to, once I'm done here, I'm going to go to Pinterest and look at Bohemian lady pictures and see what I come up with. Because I can probably do that. And I could probably go to Pinterest and find some. Oh, it looks browner on the computer than it actually is. It's a little bit light because I'm looking at the computer screen, and I can see that it's really looking brown, but it's not as brown as it's not quite as brown as it looks on the computer. It's a little lighter brown. I think it's a good brown. But I got a feeling I'm running out of paint. Let me see. Maybe not. Maybe I'm good. I still got to get her little head here, but see, that head is going to be covered up, first of all, with hair. And so I got to figure out how. Oh, I've already been running my mouth for 49 minutes and 27 seconds. Oh, good grief. Okay, so this is going to be, this is good. Yeah, she's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. get this paint off onto this paper because this paper will be a painty paper. I've been having fun with painty papers too. I do so many things all at once. I got so many things going on right now, and that's just how life goes in my little neck of the woods here. Okay, put her in that water. Not her in the water, the paintbrush in the water. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for today. Now I'm going to let her dry good overnight. Yeah, I probably should have been more blendy with her, but I know a lot of her is going to be covered up. A lot of her is going to be covered up. So she's definitely going to have thread for hair. She's definitely going to have a shawl. She's definitely going to have the rope that goes from one hand to the other with charms hanging from the rope. That's as far as I'm sure of. And then she's going to have beautiful fabric on her for her clothing. I don't know if it's going to be attached to her. I mean, like a flowy skirt, or if it'll be, it's not going to be painted. It's definitely going to be fabric. I don't know if I'm going to decoupage it on, or if I'm going to decoupage it on, or if I'm going to actually just make one and then tie it around her waist somehow. I'm not sure. I'm going to make her a face because she can't go running around with this mummified looking thing. But she's going to dry. So she's going to dry tonight. So I thank you. I'm glad you guys come by. I'm glad. I'm very glad that each and every one of you, I'm glad you came by. Now, let me put this back in the drawer. I guess I should wash it, but I don't want to. And so, and my wisdom cards, here they are, 1, 2, 3. 3 wisdom. Okay. Everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. I ask for help. I tell life what I want, and then I allow it to happen. Very good. That's a very good one. Self-explanatory. I am healthy and filled with energy. I feel the bounce in my step. I see my shining eyes. The radiant me is right here. I claim it now. And I did read up a little bit on this one in one of Louise Hay's books about being healthy and filled with energy, because you can be ill. I mean, physically ill and have things wrong with you. If you just concentrate on yourself being ill and just concentrate on everything that hurts and everything that is sick, and I can't do this and I can't do that, I can't whatever because I'm sick. Well, you can change the way you feel about being sick. And you can feel the bounce in your step. It won't be bouncing like when you were totally healthy, but who knows? Maybe it will. You see your shining eyes. The radiant me is right here. I claim it now. And when I first read something like this in her book, I thought, how can you be sick and dying and stuff? And you can turn your mind around and still be sick and dying. I don't know. Don't take my word for that one. Okay, and this one also is about healing. I am taking the next step for my healing. The moment I say positive affirmations, I step out of the victim role. I am no longer helpless. I acknowledge my own power. And see, that goes right along with this one. The moment I say positive affirmation, I step out of the victim role. And I think that's what a lot of it is that you do come out of that, like you're the victim. I have got a list of ailments. If you go look at my records at the doctor's office, there's a list of things that he's got written down there that are my ailments. But I've been 8 or 10. There's things. But I don't feel that. I don't feel like I've got all these ailments. There's some things, I got to stay out of the sun, and I got to, there's just some ailments that I have, and diabetes. You got to be careful what you eat and stuff. But it none of it is the end of the world. And I don't feel as if I'm a victim. I feel like I'm 68 years old, and I'm doing pretty darn good for being 68 years old. I am no longer helpless. I'm definitely not helpless. I don't drive anymore. I have to have somebody take me places where I have to go, but I don't let that bother me. Well, some days I think, oh my gosh, I wish I drove still. But I don't let that get to me. I don't let that get to me. I don't, you know, I can't go to the beach or something like that and sit in the sun. I'd be sick as a dog. But so I stay away. I stay away from the beach. I stay away from out of the sun. Kind of hard in Florida, but you know, I stay away from those things, and I concentrate on the good things, the good things that I have a lot of really good, more good health than I have bad health. Is what I have much more good health than I have bad health. There's nothing wrong with my heart. Well, not too much, and yeah, nothing wrong with my elbows. My elbows is fine, and so yep, it's all good. And that's my wisdom cards for today. And sometimes I add just a little bit of my own opinion to them too, which don't ever take my opinion as gospel, I'm telling you, because I just kind of pretend. And I just when I do comment on one, it's just my own feeling, not it's not like carved in stone and that kind of thing. So anyhow, with that, I just want to say I love you, and may God watch you over every step you take, every breath you take, and I will see you on the next video. It may not be till after the wedding though, which is on Saturday. So I might not do a video till like Monday. Okay, love you guys. Good night.